Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So recently, Derek and I took a trip to San Jose to visit his grandparents, and we left Sam, our delightful kitty, all alone for the weekend. But I knew he was going to be okay. Know why? Because I left him food and water here, food and water there, 90% of his toys scattered across the living room, and 2 litter boxes, which he's used. He's gonna be just fine. Let's go.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
So it's about an hour drive to the airport from where we live, and it was a nice balmy afternoon for Seattle. I was actually kind of nervous because this is my first time flying as an adult, and it was really cool for me to see all the planes up close as we were driving in, but also really got my anxiety spiking. They had actually changed our flight schedule 3 times prior to this day, so I was super worried that our flight was going to be canceled or something else was going to go wrong. Fortunately, none of that happened, and we were able to arrive at the airport and check in, and everything was golden. And we had about another hour from our arrival at the airport to the time of departure, so I got to watch a lot of planes take off, and that was super fun. And finally, it was time for us to board. Our plane was one of the smaller jets that Alaska Airlines has in its fleet. It is an E-175. We were sat in the very, very back of the plane in row 12. And as we're taxiing out and getting pushed back and all that fun stuff, my heart rate was really climbing. We have liftoff. That was such a surreal experience. But the view out over the Puget Sound from this high up was absolutely incredible. And the clouds over Oregon, so awesome. Sadly, I didn't get to see much of the mountains in Oregon, though. And it was bright and sunny in California as we approached the Bay Area. And check out that cool shadow of our plane as we're coming into land. The San Jose airport is actually really, really pretty, and I was just glad to have my feet on the ground again. The first place we went after getting out of the airport was to get falafel at this really cool place. Our Airbnb that we stayed in over the weekend was really cool. It was this very opulent, kind of Victorian sort of decor. And we had this incredibly massive queen-size bed, which was super, super comfortable. There was really only kind of one downside to this room, and well, the only downside to this room is that it is super, super cold and it's not insulated at all, so we have been like freezing. There you have it. We spent much of the weekend actually kind of driving back and forth from San Jose to Fremont, where Derek's grandparents live, and checking out a lot of stuff in that area. And I could not get over how blue the skies were. And palm trees, actual palm trees. Look at them, look at them. I'd never seen palm trees in person before. Kind of silly, but I was excited. We also went to a cool store called Black & Brown, where I got a nifty pair of sunglasses. And I went to eat at In-N-Out for the first time in my life. It did not disappoint. Wave hello to the camera. Our last morning, we got up super early to have coffee with his grandparents. And it was really interesting for me to observe the neighborhood, how there were so many houses that had been there since like the 70s, but then there were also these brand new upscale McMansions, kind of on the same street. It was a really interesting juxtaposition. And lastly, we drove by the Winchester house, Winchester Mansion? Either way, we didn't have time to go in, but it was really cool to at least kind of get to film it and park in the parking lot, and next time. Anyway, now it's actually time to head home. So back to the airport we go. Once again, we had some time to kill before our departure. So after wandering around the inside of the San Jose airport and eventually getting through security, which went way quicker this time than when we were coming in. So what would you like to do until we board?
I guess we could get a drink.
Yeah, let's do that.
Two passengers, Christina Domingo. Tina, the terminal, please proceed immediately to gate 25 to board your aircraft. We are preparing for immediate on-time.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say,
And then it was time to board. We actually got to get on the plane traditionally rather than take a rickety staircase up outside. For this flight back, we were actually flying in a larger jet. This was a 737 MAX 9. And unfortunately, we were still seated in the way, way, way back of the plane. Not the very back, but quite a ways back. Although I have to say, the seats on the 737 MAX 9 are significantly more comfortable than on the other aircraft. Don't you just love that close-up of Derek's elbow? Fabulous, right? Hey, we found our seats. There was a lot more legroom here, which I was super happy about. All right, it's time to go. We're pushing back.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
We made it back into Seattle with just a little bit of turbulence, but I was so ready to land at that point. And we're down, thank goodness. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Like and subscribe, please.